This is Jeff Van Pant with the Star Herald. I'm speaking today with first-year Pioneers coach Ryan Sayers. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, tell me a little bit about how what age when you first got involved with baseball.
First got involved with baseball. For me, parents tell me stories about being 3 years old, being able to imitate, growing up in Washington, being a Mariners fan, watching, being able to imitate Griffey swing, A-Rod, Edgar, all those guys just at the age of 3 and wanting to go out and just do baseball all the time. And it's truly been just my entire life. All it's been is just baseball, baseball, baseball. Whether it's been playing and now for the past 5 years coaching, it's been an unreal trip through the baseball community and the world.
And where are you originally from?
I'm actually originally from Yakima. So born and raised in Yakima. I've stayed there my whole life. This is actually my first time living outside Yakima County for an extended period of time. But beautiful place up there. I love Yakima. It's home. It's Palm Springs, Washington.
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
So going to high school there and then getting to play college there, was that kind of a dream come true for you?
Oh, for sure. Growing up, going to Eisenhower baseball camps, getting to go to Eisenhower High School, play on that field. And then I only actually got to play on that field for 1 year, and then the next year we were getting a new school built, and they tore down our field, started to build the new school on our field, so we got to go play at Parker Field, which is YVC's, Yakima Valley College's field. So I got 3 years of high school baseball on that field. My Legion team played on the field, and then getting to play college there was just unreal. And I grew up watching the Yakima Beetles Legion team, watching YVC play. One of my coaches growing up was the YVC coach for a while, and it's like I said, just a dream come true. I now getting to coach there, it's just you couldn't have written it up better.
Yeah. What after college? What was your? Did you go on and play a little bit after that, or?
No. So I played 1 full year at Yakima Valley. Started my sophomore year in the fall. Was having some issues with the arm. Realized my future wasn't in playing baseball. I probably had a brighter future in baseball on the coaching side. So I just wasn't able to keep playing. My arm was caused me trouble. Some stuff in my personal life. So I hung him up there and spent about 3 months doing nothing and building houses actually, and then texted my high school coach and said I need a job coaching.
Yeah.
So he had just gotten the head job at Eisenhower High School, so I was able to go back and coach 2 years at my alma mater, Eisenhower, and then a year off in between of coaching in the spring while I was still coaching some summer ball, and then was lucky enough to get coach at YVC the next 2 years.
So were you a pitcher then?
I was, yeah. So growing up, I was actually a catcher growing up for most of my little league days. Got to high school and didn't want to catch and pitch, so I just decided, I'll go play some infield. Freshman year I was starting second baseman on the varsity team, and got to pitch on the JV. And then my sophomore year, I was one of our top pitchers on our varsity team for a while. Played third base, first base. I played everywhere in my career.
Yeah. So after your sophomore year, after some time away, what made you decide you wanted to get into coaching?
Honestly, I didn't know anything else. I grew up, had some of the most amazing coaches around me. Brad West was one of my first coaches after my dad. Just really gave me a shot in my first travel ball team when I was 9. Loved him, great guy. I'm still friends with his son and see him and his wife and their daughter all the time. And Sean Thompson, just having some amazing coaches around me and teach me and show me that I said I want to be that guy for somebody else, and then truly just missing the game and wanting to have a positive impact on guys' lives.
Yeah. One thing we talked about before is all the successful programs you've been part of. How do you think that plays into coaching? Do you think that gives you kind of a boost, or?
I think as far as the mentality, it definitely does. If you we talk about it a lot at Yakima. If you believe it, it can happen. Speak it into existence, and just that winning mindset. One of our mottos is "Standard is best," and you have that standard. It's you can come from nothing and have. I remember in 2016 when I had left my sophomore year, that team actually went on to win the NWAC title, and they were nowhere near the most talented team. But every single guy on that roster knew that we were going to go in and win a title that year.
Yeah.
So. The mentality is huge, and coming from winning programs, it's just that's the way I wanted to run all my programs I'm a part of, and never let these guys know that winning's off the table. I mean, we should go into every game expecting to win and being okay when we don't.
Yeah, and I've talked to a lot of athletes, from my rodeo competitors to wrestlers to, I mean, pretty much everything. They all say, mental side might be just as important as the physical side. Is that something you believe in?
Yeah, so our associate head coach and our infield coach, Cash Ulrich, does all our mental game stuff with our guys at Yakima. He's really good friends with a guy named Nate Trotsky, who's a big-time coach, works for the Milwaukee Brewers as well, runs Trotsky Baseball in Southern California. But he has one saying, and it's 95-5. Baseball's 95% physical, which is a little contradictory to some of the other stuff, and it's only 5% mental, but the 5% controls the 95. So if you don't have it up here, your 95 isn't worth anything. It's that old, you got $1 million arm and a 5-cent head.
Yeah.
The old Bull Durham saying.
Yeah.
And it's exactly true. I mean, we've seen guys come through these programs and they have all the talent in the world and just can't figure out the stuff upstairs, and then as soon as they figure it out, it's crazy. And you see these guys take a huge jump in their careers.
Yeah. And so far, in the few weeks you've been here, what do you think so far of the area?
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. It's a very similar climate and area to where I live in Washington and Yakima. It's definitely hot, but I'm used to it, and it's the people have been amazing. Been out to all the as many of the restaurants as I can. Try to eat as much as I can and get a feel for the town. But everybody's been super supportive. See the Pioneer stickers on all the cars, see the hats out, the T-shirts, and it's amazing to be a part of a community that just is behind baseball this much.
Were you kind of surprised to see the support behind the Pioneers?
At first, when I first took the job, but when I first took it back in, I think it was October. I was getting messages back then and emails say, "Can't wait to have you down," and the comments on the Facebook, the support from then. So I knew when I got here the support was just going to be amazing. I just couldn't. I said it to Chris Cottrell earlier in the year. He did an interview with him, and he was telling me about the town beforehand, and I just said I can't wait to get down there because it's it's a baseball town here. With the Legion programs, the high school programs, and Pioneers baseball, obviously, it's the baseball town, and that's exactly like Yakima.
Yeah. And what's the biggest difference you've noticed between the Scottsbluff Gearing area and your hometown?
It's definitely a little bit more close-knit. So we're about 100,000 people in Yakima, so I went to a school of 2,600 kids. So I saw someone new every day, someone I hadn't seen before. So just that everyone is so close-knit and everybody kind of knows everybody. And it's that's kind of the big difference. Is just very similar in the area and kind of the stuff around, but just a lot more close knit and a lot fewer people.
This is Jeff Van Pant with Star Herald, speaking today with first-year Pioneers coach Ryan Sayers. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.